on SportsCenter. But your initial reaction, Chael, let's start with you. You fought Jon Jones before. What did you see for 5 rounds out of him tonight?
Coach, I've been in the ring with everybody. If I haven't fought in the top names, I've been in the practice room with them. And Gilbert can tell you, we have a very small world in MMA. I've never felt anything in my career like I have Jon Jones as an analyst. I have called everybody's fight. I have never witnessed anything like Jon Jones. He can do it all. He is making moves up in the ring on the fly.
Very impressive by Jon Jones. You know what I liked most is that he kept a steady pace. You can see Daniel Cormier trying to push the pace. He went high, then low towards the end, but the same game face, the same time, landing great shots to the body. Impressive. Jon Jones is the best.
We know when we're selling a pay-per-view, a lot of it is showmanship, but this was legit animosity. After the fight, Jon Jones did something we don't normally see him do, and that is talk trash after it is over. Do you think it's something we're going to see again? Do you like the fact that Jon Jones decided to go this route instead of being classy in victory?
I love it. I think sportsmanship is for kids. This is the entertainment business. These guys are in a fist fight, and they don't need to pretend to be doing anything else. Our own president, Dana White, said, Jon Jones, just embrace being the bad guy and go with it. I think he's doing it. Coach, I'd like to point out one thing. Both of these guys did exactly what they said they'd do. Daniel Cormier stuck to his game plan the whole time. He stayed in his face like a true competitor. He just wasn't as good of a fighter.
Well, I'm not one to disrespect everyone in a fight, but hey, if you genuinely have beef with someone and you really have it, you'd fight him again, then hey, you got to do what you got to do.
All right, a lot of people thought that with Daniel Cormier coming down to light heavyweight from heavyweight, that maybe his wind would be an issue. And I think in round 4 and round 5, he got gassed. Did you guys see the same thing?
I totally saw the same thing in that. You could see him going for it in the second round. He knew the takedown wasn't working, so he said, look, I'm going to push the pace. I'm going to start trying to come forward. And like Chael was saying, we're talking in the back, he stuck to his game plan and tried to press forward. But you can't keep that pace up. And eventually, Jon Jones kept his pace going, and after that, fell apart a little bit for Cormier.
To be a world champion, generally a guy is either the best fighter in the division or he's the toughest guy. Once every blue moon, a guy comes along that is both. Jon Jones is the toughest guy in that weight class, and he's the most skilled, and that's just the reality.
Yeah, he showed tonight clearly the #1 pound-per-pound fighter in the world. We're going to have highlights. We're going to have post-game. Guys, stick around a little bit. We'll see you a little bit later here on SportsCenter, okay? Jon Bones Jones victorious tonight over Daniel Cormier. UFC 182, Jon Jones, the champion, Daniel Cormier, the challenger. Chael Sonnen is here, Gilbert Melendez is here, and you talk about animosity, you talk about venom coming into this fight. We had all of that. Go ahead and roll the highlight. Here's what happened Saturday at the MGM Grand in Vegas. Early on, Daniel Cormier, Chael, had never been taken down before.
Coach, he's a 2-time Olympian. This was not supposed to happen. First time in his career, first time Jon Jones went forward, he got the takedown.
Third round, Daniel Cormier, did you sense, Gilbert, he was starting to get a little bit tired?
There was these terrific body shots by Jon Jones, landing straight knees and left hooks to the body. That definitely slowed Daniel down.
Fourth round, Jones takes Cormier down again. Fifth round, it was complete domination at this point. Jon Jones defends his light heavyweight title again. Todd Grisham with the chance.
What do you think now about Daniel Cormier after this fight? I know you had a lot of heated words beforehand.
You know, I think he is what he is. You know, he's a great contender, and yeah.
You know, I said something leading into this fight. I was looking for the man to push me and put me into a war, and he did that. You know, he did that. I mean, by the end of the first round, we both were bleeding. You know, and it was like, you know what, this is what a championship fight should be. And you know what, man, the guy just he got better, and he won the fight.
I really wasn't a guy that trained in between fights, and I'm getting ready to go back to Albuquerque where my brothers are, my team is, and get right back into the gym and get ready to dominate 2015. I said 2015 is my year of greatness, and I'm going to make sure that it happens.
A 12-fight win streak, excuse me. A lot of bad blood in this one. I think a lot of people looked at it as anticipation. What would we see? Is it real bad blood? When you saw the end of this fight and how it all broke down, did you like how Jon Jones performed and how he reacted after the fight?
Coach, they went 1 second too long. Okay, they threw one extra punch after the shot, but aside from that, I really felt it was honesty. This is martial art, and art is a form of expression, and this was some negative expression. I will acknowledge that, but I felt it was real, and as a fan, I appreciated it.
Absolutely. These guys are fighters. You're going to fight someone, it's bad intentions. You got to have bad intentions to perform to your best. And if they genuinely don't like each other, so be it.
it's a good thing when you have a dominant fighter and one of the greatest of all time. Where would you put Jon Jones right now? How much better can he become?
Oh, not even maybe. He is the greatest fighter of all time. I will resist any discussion that says that he's not, but he's at the age, historically, 27 years old, where he's going to get better just by staying alive. He doesn't have to work any harder. The competition can change all at once. He's at that perfect age. I think he's got 5, 6, 7 years left in him.
Absolutely. Right now, one of the greatest of our eras. I think it's time for him to possibly move up a weight, and let's see some different challenges.
Oh, so you want to see him do heavyweight. But as far as embracing the heel role and maybe being, quote-unquote, a bad guy for a little while, is this something that this guy can do?
I don't think he needs to offer apologies to people. He's great, and he's always wanted to come out and be liked. But the reality is he has something that people want, and he's defending it at all costs. I don't see any shame in him coming out and saying, "You're not taking my belt."
All right, boys, we appreciate it. The fight lived up to the billing. Gilbert, Chael, thank you so much. Jon Bones Jones, still the light heavyweight champion of the world.
Fight Recap is brought to you by Smith & Forge Hard Cider. Built from apples, built to refresh, made strong.